Back here courtside in Pacific with a very tough victory. They win in 5 sets. The final set going to the Pacific 15-13. I'm with Jeff Donald with head coach Greg Gibbons. And, Coach, you know, I can only imagine how you and the rest of the team feels because I'm exhausted over here.
Yeah, I mean, I think to sum up our match tonight, inconsistent.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, wins aren't easy. I mean, they were undefeated in conference,
right.
you know, and so, but I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for the girls because I didn't think we played well in a few of those sets. I thought we I don't know. You know, I got to do a better job, and but when we got to the middle of that 4th set, I think we started turning some things around and started doing some really good things. And we had one of our freshmen step up when we subbed her in to serve a lot of points in a row and get us some defense and do some things. And then obviously in a game to 15, anything can happen. And you know, that was a hard-fought battle. And it says. I will say this, is the girls still know how to fight, that's for sure, because anytime that you can find a way to win when you're not necessarily playing your best is, hey, nice job.
You know, I said at the beginning of this broadcast that, you know, USF, all time, or not all time, but since 2007, Pacific and USF, Pacific is 16-5. But I said that this is never easy. And I think we've also said that, you know, we and I have talked about this before. The conference, any team in conference from top to bottom, doesn't matter who you are, they're going to give you your all. This team, for whatever reason, always seems to be one of those teams that you can never put away, even though you seem to have the advantage.
Well, I think Diago does a really good job with his teams, you know, and his players know how to fight. They're a high-energy team. It's one of those to where if they can find a little success, you can see where they just, boom, come to life. It's just like you're one of those where you got to throw a punch at them right away. Because it shuts them out. Like the times where we've been able to kind of go in there and we've hit them hard right away, you know. But what they do is look at them, is not too many teams are defensive like we are.
Right.
But look at us tonight. We had 75 digs, they had 72. Right. You know, so look how many long rallies I'm curious to know what that stat number is how many of those long rallies did we get and how many did he get? I bet you it's close to 50% each, you know, and those are ones that we normally pride ourselves on winning, but his team gets every bit as scrappy as our team, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the numbers. I mean, we're pretty much dead set, almost even all the way through. And of course, as you mentioned, the 4th set is kind of when things kind of started to turn around. And that's kind of where I want to go, because the 4th set, we're going to talk with Bianca Camigeli here in just a moment. She definitely had a solid, just such a great night. But how about Darina Kumanova? Where did she come from as it hit set 4 and she went completely lights out, gave you guys a spark plug big time?
Well, it's crazy because here's a girl, right? You know, about 30 minutes before we played Pepperdine, she got sick.
Oh, wow.
You know, was throwing up and stuff like that. So we've been without her a little bit. And it was one of those, you know, I thought our pins did a really good job against Pepperdine. And it's a matter of opportunities. You know, it's just, hey, right now we need you as a passer. And I'm just like, you know, because she and I met. She's like, hey, what's my role? Because we had to redefine. I go, I don't know. Here's what we're going to use you. You're going to be a back row DS, but I need you to be ready to go into a pin. You know, just because, against Pep, both our pins were hitting, 250 or whatever. But it's one of those to where she took advantage of that opportunity when we put her on the outside. My goodness. I was actually telling Jenna, hey, you got to feed her. So.
Yeah, feed the one that's strong, right? Right now, Biamba was one of them, and, of course, Darina Kumanova. Your middles played exceptional tonight. Once again, last time that they were here, they played extremely well. I think they were hitting in between the middles, were hitting right around 300. So I think an all-around victory, even being inconsistent, is a big win against a very good USF team, somebody to recognize.
Yeah, you know, but like I said, you know, I'm looking at what our attacking is. In the first set, we hit 351, then it drops all the way to 139, and then it hits 0. Then we went to 317, then it levels out, you know, where we're at 222 in the 5th set. I've got to do a better job. You know, my staff and I and our team, we've got to do a better job of getting a little more consistency in there. So,
no worries.
But I'm proud of them.
Absolutely. I think that's definitely something you can rest your hat on. A lot of senior leadership came through for you tonight, Coach. Congratulations on the win, getting your first win of the WCC 2023. Can't wait to see you on Saturday.